You know it's time for a new professional image, but how much should you budget before you start shopping? I'm Scott Lawrence, a professional headshot photographer based here in Detroit, and I've worked with hundreds of professionals, just like you. Check out my work at scottlawrencephoto.com. So you've accepted the idea that your selfie just isn't helping you look all that professional these days. What should you expect to spend on a professional image? Pricing for a professional headshot, like any professional service, can vary quite a bit. This video is designed to cover the basics so you'll be better prepared as you shop. I've been helping clients update their images for years, both in Chicago and now in Detroit. Okay, on to the good stuff. First, you got to consider where you live. Are you in Chicago, downtown Chicago, or maybe in the rural suburbs of the Midwest? Big difference. Prices will vary considerably across geography, just like in real estate. Next, how much time are you willing to put into this project? Is it something you want to get done on your lunch break, or is it something you're willing to devote a day to, maybe get some professional hair and makeup done, and really make a day of it? How many looks do you need? Are you good with just one outfit and one final image, maybe just for LinkedIn? Some people will need more for personal branding type uses. Think small law firms, boutique law firms, consultants, coaches, or maybe you're a social media influencer. If you want to bring in a closet of clothes, that's great. I love options, but realize those options will add time to the shoot. How many images do you need? If it's just for LinkedIn, then one image should be fine. But even in the same outfit, we can get quite a range of expressions, and you'd be surprised how much difference those expressions can make to the overall feel of the image. Retouching. I've done a separate video on what to expect in retouching for a professional headshot. Usually finished images will be retouched, but not always, so I would ask just to make sure. Some photographers will retouch everything you see, and some will just retouch what you select. Obviously, a big difference in the time behind the scenes, so be sure to understand up front what you're getting. Are you getting your headshot taken at an event, or are you going to get your own personalized session? If you want your own personalized private session, where it's just you, the photographer, in a comfortable private studio space, then expect to spend a little more, and expect to spend a little more time too. This is your own private photo shoot, and you'll feel like a model. You'll benefit from all the posing and the lighting customization that can be done with a special session just for you. But it will run you a little bit more. The alternative, of course, is to look to get a headshot done at, say, an event or an expo, conference, something like that. This is pretty common. However, you're just going to have a couple of minutes with the photographer, so it's kind of what you see is what you get. There's not going to be a lot of time for input. The photographer is going to have something set up for you, ready to go. You're going to just walk right in. It's going to be a quick picture. Think school picture. So there's pros and cons. It's going to be a little cheaper, but you may or may not like what you get, and there's not much you can do when you're right there because the photographer's not going to stop and change the lighting just for you. Who's taking the picture? Will your friend who just got a new camera for Christmas be taking your picture? Or maybe your boss who takes a lot of photo safaris? These people aren't depending on their income for photography, so you might get a good deal on the face of it, but you may be spending more time and headaches later. If you're on a deadline, I highly recommend hiring a professional. Now granted, most of us photographers started taking pictures of our friends and family as we got more sophisticated and more experienced. You may get lucky, but you just never know, or you may find yourself having to reprint hundreds or thousands of business cards or marketing material. Hiring a full-time professional will certainly cost you a little bit more than your friend with a camera, but you can expect a professional result in a timely fashion. You'll also benefit from the years of lighting and posing experience that every photographer develops over time and learns with practice and study. Also, as headshot photographers, we work with people of all different shapes and sizes in pretty simple environments, most of whom have no modeling experience. And this is important. This is what makes headshot photography different than, say, wedding photography. It's just you, the camera, maybe some lighting, and a very simple background. There are no trees to stand by, there are no fancy vistas or breathtaking vistas to stand in front of. It's very simple, but that puts the emphasis solely on the posing and the lighting and the expression of the image. So even if you're just spending a few minutes with a professional headshot photographer, you're going to get that benefit of posing and lighting experience that he or she's built up over a long time. Are you hiring a general portrait photographer, or are you hiring a headshot specialist? The pricing may not be too much different, but you do want to find out if professional headshots are a big part of this photographer's business that you may be considering. It's not uncommon for wedding or family portrait photographers to do a little headshot photography. Some photographers can go back and forth pretty seamlessly, others it's not so comfortable. So don't hesitate to ask. We see specialists in all different sorts of professional service industries. For example, when you need a litigator, you're probably not going to call your tax attorney. If you have a specific sports injury, probably going to go to a sports medicine doctor and not the local urgent care. Same idea with photography. So the answer, of course, is it depends. It depends on a lot of factors. These are kind of the highlights of what I'd consider thinking about as you make your decision. These are also going to give you a lot of good questions to ask too as you call different photographers or reach out. I hope these tips give you some context for what drives the pricing in professional headshot photography and general portrait photography as well. Keep watching for more headshot tips and tricks, and don't forget to grab my complete headshot session guide with the link below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it with a friend, maybe somebody that's considering updating their image. Thanks, and have a great day.